love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always
Namaste friends. In last lecture we saw about S3 optimization. In today's lecture we'll be seeing about replication. So what is a replication? I have this object, okay, and if I want to replicate the object, or if I want to clone the object, or if I want to make a backup of the object, that is called replication. Why do I make a replication? Because it's a backup tool. So because I don't want to lose it, and if I lose it I have something called a backup. So this is a replication. Understand this at a high level, and let's take a deep dive into today's lecture to see what the hell is this replication and why we are actually doing this. Okay, so I'm excited. Let's take a deep dive. Namaste friends. In today's lecture we'll be seeing about S3 replication. So more or less we are coming close to the end of S3, and you know what we have done so far. I don't think it's going to hurt to actually hear it one more time. Creating a bucket, uploading a file, encrypting it, storage, lifecycle management. We have done quite a lot. So this replication, what is a replication? When would you actually replicate? A replication, can we say like it is something very similar to that of copying? So a replication is basically you actually replicate either in you actually take the thing and replicate and put it in some other place, right? So it actually acts as a strong backup, right? So in this lecture we'll be seeing about replication, and we'll be seeing how to do the replication. I will be explaining the high level of how to do the replication in the console. I'll be showing the the buttons to do it and how to do it and what it takes to do it. Feel free to do it yourself and let me know if you have any questions. All right, so let's actually start. So basically we created buckets and we actually uploaded images, websites, we created static websites, we did everything. All right, in a replication we can actually replicate objects from one bucket to the another. Okay, so the versioning here, there are certain conditions to do replication. Remember the versioning that we actually did, and the versioning we said like it actually acts as a great backup tool, and we also saw how the versioning works. The versioning here has to be enabled, has to be enabled both in the source and the destination buckets. All right, objects in existing buckets are not replicated automatically. Okay, so once a replication is turned on, all subsequent updated objects will be automatically replicated. So if you are in the same bucket and if you want to replicate it, you need to specify it first initially, and then the subsequent ones is automatically replicated. Did I make sense? Let's move on to another one. So basically you can replicate objects from one bucket to other. As I said, like versioning has to be enabled. So the objects in the existing buckets are not replicated automatically, and if you have delete markers, the delete markers are not replicated by default. Okay, deleting individual versions or delete markers will not be replicated. Okay, so if you have a delete marker, which is the case like in the case of versioning, those things will not be replicated. So just understand this. So you can get better performance by spreading your I'm sorry, I don't think this is there. So this is what is there in the replication. So having said that, let's actually let's actually see what you can replicate objects. Okay, this is what it is, and we also discussed about the delete markers. Having said that, let's actually go to the console and let's see how it actually works. So we have this S3, and let's actually open up this S3. So in this S3 we have this bucket, right? So these are all buckets, right? So this bucket has been made public. So I open this bucket and I have this objects. So what I can actually do is see this here: object, properties, permissions, metrics, management, access points. Go to the management. In the management, you already have the create lifecycle rule, which we did. See here, create replication rule, inventory configuration. So let's create the replication rule. Once you create the replication rule, you have to create a rule name. You have to say like what rule name it is, and you have to say it is enabled. So this is my source bucket, which is the bucket that I actually showed you. And you can actually prefix to as whatever it is, and you can actually say like, you know, what is going to be your destination bucket. You can either choose the same bucket or you can choose a different bucket. You can actually browse and you can actually create a bucket. You can actually you can choose this path, you can choose this, you can choose this, you can choose this. So this is like different buckets, this is the same bucket. Okay, so I can actually cancel this, and you can actually, if there is an existing IAM roles, you can actually choose that. And you can also say like, you know, what is the storage class, or change the storage class for the replicated objects by clicking on this bucket. The additional replication, you know, we need not worry about it right now. See, the delete marker replication, you have to click on this. This is what I said. The delete bar replication, you have to save it, and boom, it's done. All right. So this is how you actually do the replication rule, and the replication acts as a great backup. Okay. I trust I explained this to the best of my abilities. And you know, if you have any questions, you know where to contact me, so feel free to contact me. You know, go ahead and then create a replication rule and see how it is actually working with what I've actually shown you. You know, until we see next time, you take care. Cheers. Thank you. Namaste friends. I trust you have actually watched my S3 replication, probably understood it, probably even liked it. If you have any questions, kindly contact me. I'll try to explain to the best of my abilities. Like always, I'd like to thank two persons. One is you for giving me a golden time, and the other is my wife Jayashree for allowing me to follow my passion. Till we see next time, take care. Cheers.